everybody, welcome to Ecstasy Chat. I'm Serge.
I'm Rob.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm Gen X.
And today we're continuing Origins. So this is Origins 2. It's the second episode of Halo Legends. So without further ado, ready to dive back in?
I sure am. Let's play it.
Here we go. I love the music.
Peace settled on the galaxy, but it would be a fleeting.
Yeah, it's very peaceful too.
But did you hear what she said about peace?
Settle on the galaxy. No war.
What did she say after that? It would be a fleeting peace.
Oh.
Peace settled on the galaxy, but it would be a fleeting peace. For the great sacrifice was in vain.
The great sacrifice.
The end of one war did not signal an end to all wars. It is a great irony that the nature of war always reveals the true nature of those who fight. And from their earliest days, humanity began to fight, war after war. It swarmed over the earth, and there was no ending in sight. In the midst of the desire to shed blood, you accidentally stumbled upon the seeds of your salvation. A great hope. But you found something else as well. The seeds of your destruction. There were many sacrifices. Humankind was mired in horrific conflict, meaningless bloodshed, leaving the great earth eternally scarred. But finally, you looked up from the blood and from the dirt and from the dying to the stars. You had not given up on the idea of reaching out, yearning, seeking a new horizon.
I like this.
And finding a new space to grow and prosper.
It's kind of taking our time. And
for the first time, all of humankind was united in a shared vision, a common goal. You realized that this once great planet was now too small for you. There were too many souls in so little a world. So you sought other worlds. Worlds where you could escape your addiction to destruction.
Is that keys?
No, just a different captain, I think.
But the worlds you found were never enough. Never enough to satisfy the age-old instincts. Speed and distance did nothing to separate you from your nature. Old resentments, ancient squabbles re-emerged. History began its terrible repetition, and once again, man fought man. Like a virus, war was always lurking inside you. No matter how hard you tried to suppress it, it just fought harder to get out. It always got out. Humankind had always looked to the stars, to the heavens, for answers. Sometimes you didn't like what you found there. And while the galaxy revealed few answers, it was more than willing to confront you with new questions. that there has always been one truly unifying force in human history. One call that would always unite you.
The prophets.
The emergence of a common enemy.
Yeah. The covenant as a whole.
That enemy was the Covenant. When this new foe emerged and declared war against humanity, you finally united under a single banner. And the weapons you so carefully constructed to control your own baser instincts were now aimed not at yourselves, but against a deadly opponent, in pursuit of a shared goal: the very survival of your species. Then, as if awakened by the arrival of the Covenant, a darker, far more ancient threat emerged from its slumber.
The flood has returned.
From where and how?
Well, this is following the lines of the games. This is what you've gone through. The Arbiter.
Darkness born in eons past became a threat to all life once again. And humankind and the Covenant, who had drowned for so long in each other's blood, were united, if only for the briefest moment, against a terrible enemy they both shared.
Brief moment.
Righteous souls continued to fight, believing that they could defeat the darkness. And as they fought together, they stumbled together into peace.
Master Chief.
This galaxy is vast. Its wonders and beauty are almost unfathomable. But the galaxy also hides dark secrets, some of which have lain dormant since the beginning of time itself.
Looks like the Halo ring.
Mm-hmm. Foreigner helmet.
There is a danger in secrets, both in seeking and in knowing. Some things are meant to be hidden from view. You see, some mysteries defy understanding. And sometimes even the things we think we know are untrue. Some secrets should remain untouched. Secrets can tempt your primal instinct and lead you again into war. The Halos were one such secret.
Cortana.
Mm-hmm.
Chief, can you hear me? I wonder why humans must continue to fight. I wonder if warriors will ever disappear from this world. Never. There will always be warriors. And there will always be war.
That's cool.
There we go.
So that was Origin Part 2. Just wrapped up.
Yep. So that was it for Origins.
So at the very end, oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, go ahead. If you have any questions.
So
feel free
yeah,
to
at the
ask.
very end, it showed a Halo ring, but then it seemed to obliterate
Mm-hmm.
and go into or just fall into a bunch of fragments,
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't the installation 04. I'm kind of curious what that was.
Yeah,
Artistic appeal.
I mean, that could be what it is.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I didn't miss something
Some
important.
of the Halo Legends aren't like fully accurate. I think Origins had some criticism for the fact that it wasn't fully accurate to the storyline, but I think they did a fantastic job with what they
Sure
what
did.
had.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
For me, what I especially love about this one is it like I said, one of the things I love about Halo is that it's something it's like a foreseeable future. It's like I could totally see it fitting into like a timeline because it takes place like 500 years into the future. And what I love about this Origins 2 especially is it actually did exactly that. It tied
it
human
took us-
history.
yes.
It showed like
Took us there.
the mention of like the atom bomb. It showed us like a scene from like World War
Space shuttle.
Yeah, it showed us like World War II, like
Yeah.
looking up at the
Ancient
sky.
peoples.
Yeah, ancient people is right, and then like getting into space for the first time and an astronaut looking at planet Earth from space, and so it takes that and then it ties it. It shows how humanity started progressing since then. Humanity realizes that we're running out of space on Earth. It's becoming overpopulated.
Find a
so
new world.
saw other worlds too, and then like I found it interesting how she was talking about the nature of destruction. Like we've always had like in our nature and our blood that we would always have war and destruction, and even like speed and like colonizing other worlds, like quickly finding other planets, that didn't stop us from our baser instinct. So even as we took over new worlds, the same old resentments arose and history repeated itself, and there's war once again, and the only thing that united us in the end was the
common
emergence
enemy.
of a common enemy, because we're all fighting for the survival of humanity, for ourselves as a species.
And it could be argued we were still satisfying our internal need to fight.
Yeah.
Because we're so at war, just with a common enemy.
Yeah, and it's interesting that how it's a very powerful quote, or like quote, I guess you could say, when she said, when Cortana said that basically the weapons we so carefully constructed to control like our own baser instincts, so to fight ourselves, were now pointed at the enemy. So all this time we spent fighting ourselves, we continued to develop technology, which now is able to which now enables us to
fight the enemy.
Yeah. But it's funny because like when you think about all this technology was originally created to fight ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's interesting because from a military point of view, military historians have often said technology and innovation has come from war, because you're always looking at how to make the best weapon, the next best weapon, but also even medical technologies, how to feed the troops or how to heal the troops and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
so it's funny how it just brought back in this story line too.
Yeah. So what are you thinking of Halo Legends so far? This series.
Oh, this is really cool. You've probably told me about it a dozen times or more.
Oh, really?
But just like alluding to, hey, there's more to the story here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because now I'm actually not just hearing it, but seeing it.
Yeah. I mentioned to Rob a lot that there's a lot of Halo media, not just Halo Legends, that I'm like super excited for him to check out. After we finish showing Rob Halo Legends, we're gonna show him Halo Evolutions. So.
Yeah. I'm playing catch up.
Yeah.
I'm like 20 years behind, right?
20 years behind, yeah. Since the very beginning.
But I'm catching up.
Yeah, Rob's catching up. I wonder how Rob's gonna feel when he reaches Infinite and there's no new content.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, come on, you lazy bums, develop something. But I liked coming back to this. I liked Origin 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think he did a really good job. Hideki directed this. He even did a really nice job with the artistry behind, or the animation behind it.
Yeah, and so the next episode we're going to jump into is going to be about a separate topic by a separate director, I'm guessing, as well. So we're going to switch things up.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So with that being said, if you guys like
You're
to check
still
that
with
out,
us.
yeah, if you like to stay with us and check that out, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon so you can see when the next video comes out.
Yep. All right, you'll see us soon, so stay tuned.
All right, guys, take care.
You just